it's surprising. You think cuts and cable ties, cut off the travel brackets, off we go.
With the combines.
Mark, get a new one. You look like Stig in the dump. Yeah, get Chris's white legs in. Yeah, he's now put his shorts on. 17th of May 2024. It's currently just come up to 5 o'clock. So we're still tipping lorries. They're tipping feed wheat here, bringing feed wheat in from farms across East Anglia, and then we're filling up sheds because of the differential in the price. These sheds are being filled as well currently today, putting in milling wheat. The feed wheat's gone out of these sheds, milling wheat's coming in, because actually, interesting, UK flour millers have predicted that there's only going to be about 2.2 million tonnes of grade 1 milling wheat, as opposed to say 2019, which was about double that. So there's a tremendous reduction in what's actually drilled across the country, and also what quality in milling wheat. There's going to be a shortage, so they're looking for milling wheat to keep the mills running. Fortunately, we grow about 17,000 tonnes of milling wheat. It is our only wheat in which we grow. We don't grow any feed wheat at all. And we're hoping the price is going to go up this week. So the wheat market, I sold some wheat this week for £297,000. That's delivered. 2 weeks ago I sold for 272, so we've got a £25 a tonne difference. Over that 17,000 tonnes, that would be about £425,000. So significant change. Each pound for us, effectively, crudely, just on milling wheat terms, for every pound is £17,000. So the market and us, we can achieve more on the back of a market than we can on the day-to-day of farming with the volatility and shifts. Currently it's been a weather market related to do with hot temperatures in Russia. So hopefully, I was hoping it's going to go for 300. We're looking for a £30 difference. That will make all the difference to recoup losses which we made the previous year in terms of high fertiliser prices, etc. PDI is still carrying on. We've got the combines are getting closer to being completed. Actually looks better now if you can see them in the line, but they're getting the augers on. You see they've still got the two on this one to do, but they came today and they were fitting the GPS. If you look in the top of the cabs, you can just see the screens up high. That's the GPS screens they've now fitted, so when they finish PDI they'll calibrate them. Up the top we've got these two bale trailers, which I'll go and show you. We wanted to have the flexibility to be able to deliver the crops to the factory. If the straw, we need to have trailers which are long enough, 36 bales on each, because in the factories they have grabs which come over the top and then pick the whole lot in one go. So typically on the straw you would have a wagon and drag so that they could do that, whereas now you can get these longer trailers which are got a rear steer axle. They're 2 metres longer, which gives us the opportunity to put the 36 bales on as opposed to 33. And its previous life, this one was a curtain sider, and yesterday we took the roof off and the back doors. We've got to make brand new headboards for both of them so that they can take the strength of the bales up against them, so that then also when we push against them they can take the pain. And then we've got two guys on the farm for after harvest. They'll move the straw off site to either directly into the factory, or factories, sorry, because there's 3 of them that we're taking it to, or they will take it to holding sites. And it gives us being able to do it, gives us the flexibility to clear our fields quicker. Let's just check. Yeah. So the rear axle steers because they're so much longer to get them around the corner. And you can sort of get the gist of how long they are, and then putting a tractor unit on the front. So we'll make these perfect for harvest, get them re-MOT'd, etc. And then make them strong so that we can then use them in about, countdown for harvest now is maybe 6 weeks, believe it or not. So could be even quicker, but currently with these nice cool conditions we are hopefully going to be putting yield on. But if we start to get very hot in June, that will bring the barley on quicker. This is one of the new 8700s. We just had the Trimble screens fitted by Simagri today. They fitted all 4, and so I think it's my favourite thing actually, combining. I think it's my favourite, what I enjoy the most. I used to up to about, I think it was about 4 years ago, I was driving a combine, maybe 5 now, driving a combine full time. But I think, you know, in farming, combining I enjoy on a good crop, of course, because when you're looking down and it's a fantastic looking crop and it's the yield meters jumping all over the place, there's nothing better. Your whole efforts for the year are rewarded when you're combining it, unless of course you're looking down and it's a shocking crop, then and the yield monitor's really low, then you just can't wait to get to the next field. But yeah, sort of sitting in the combine, getting them ready, sort of you can feel harvest is coming. Wish the sun would come out.
Yeah, nice.
In terms of the cost of combines, I think people are always surprised how expensive it is to own machinery, or what the price of new machinery is. I mean, there's effectively 2 models. My previous model was I bought second-hand combines off friends who had them for 4 or 5 years. I then ran them for another 3 years. I'd be buying them at 200,000. I'd be selling them at 100,000, but I'd have quite a lot of repairs, didn't have the depreciation, but had downtime and repairs. The idea of going to new combines, I mean, these new combines now, you're going to be looking at towards £600,000 for one of these. And, you know, then we'll perhaps look to run them for 4 or 5 years and then keep replacing them, because you either keep something for a long time and you lose the depreciation, but the step back is a lot, or you replace them more regularly, take a bigger depreciation and the interest, because of course you're constantly financing the full value unless you put capital in. These combines, the reason we went for 8700s, I'm a big fan of Claas. I like the brand, I like the people, I understand the product. 460, that's it, sorry, 460. Then we had a 480, we had also the 600s, they were sort of my favourite, then the 780s, and now the 8700s. Now we went the 8700s because they are effectively the replacement of the 780s, and we got on well with the 780s, and because of the area and the distance in which we farm, we need 4 combines. We want the 12-metre cut for controlled traffic farming, we want the tracks, and we want the straw chopper ability and the longer augers. That's effectively the spec. Now the beauty of these new combines over the previous ones is they've got the new headers with the belts on, which is effectively creates a better feeding ability into the combine, so you need less of that going across the field. It's a more gentle approach, and then of course you've got a smoother output. Your output should go up, and also reliability, but the retention of good drivers, of course, is important. You know, you have a nice new kit, etc., like that. You try to get the better people working for you, who you know, aspire to be on these type of machines. But there are 2 brands, two models higher. There's an 8800, there's an 8900. We didn't need those because the 8700 has a 12-metre cut and everything we want for controlled traffic farming. Going to a 13.5-metre header doesn't actually help us, because unless we change the entire system and everything we've been doing in controlled traffic farming since 2010, we want to stay with 12-metre. The next logical step would of course be 18 or 24, but whether we'll see 24 in my lifetime, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. But on the Trimble is key to the success of our controlled traffic farming, and everything has to have effectively the same operating system, the same screens, and whatever machine anybody gets on, it's exactly the same. It's set up. If you start having different makes and different systems, then you know you're constantly likely to have failure. So Chris manages the building side of the business, and he joined in January, but had about 25 years here, didn't you?
I weren't a minion.
Yeah, but working for the builder of you know, the village, and Chris started off. Did you start off as the apprentice there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you were doing carpentry, weren't you?
Yep.
And Chris has now got his son, Brooke, who's also doing on an apprenticeship here, and he's also doing college, the Cambridge Regional College, and he does one day there in carpentry as well.
Yep.
But Chris's role is so much more than carpentry. Tell them what you've done this week.
What have I done this week?
Yeah.
Brickwork, block work, roof. What else have we done?
You did the roof today, didn't you?
Yeah, I've done the roof today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done that on my own today.
The lead work on the
Valleys.
valley gutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as the thing. Everything basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. Oh, and the toilet.
Oh, in the
Yeah,
toilet.
you had to rush down to the toilet, the leaking toilet, and the one in here.
And here.
Yeah.
Two toilets
And
this week.
actually, this toilet here was you fixing somebody else's bodge job, weren't you? But they hid.
Yeah.
So they took the sewer pipe, they cut half of it out, put it back on, and then put it behind a board, and we couldn't work out why we could still smell the sewage. And it turned out anyway.
It's just a fake look.
It was a fake look, yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
But, yeah. And then you're building the cherry tree
Cottage.
and doing that. So Father's on holiday, so when he comes back, we need to have had some serious progress.
We've had a bit.
Oh, yeah. And when are we concreting?
Tuesday, Wednesday, I would have thought.
Yeah, okay. And that'll be the floor done. Then when are the bricklayers coming?
They'll come back that week.
Okay.
And then just carry on.
And that'll make a difference.
Yeah, they'll do a big
They'll be on
pass.
up, yeah.
Yeah, and then get a scaffolder.
So you can see Chris's van is post office red. But it's got to go green, hasn't it, Chris?
Yeah. I'm even admitted we yard have it green.
Yeah, it's going green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had a price actually to wrap it, £2,700.
That ain't bad.
Do you not think?
No, I don't. And then you think, it'll stop
Well,
any
you
more
said
extra
that with so
stone
much
chips.
ease.
Well, it's not my money.
No, I know. Well, I thought it was a lot, but there we go. All right,
Well,
okay.
it's cheaper than a spray job.
Yeah, that was true. Yeah.
That's what you should do with all your trucks, John. When you buy them, James.
Wrap them.
Why don't you wrap them? Because then you just take the green off and they're brand new,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You're probably right.
That's on camera. Right?
I think what's surprising about farming is the constant amount of paperwork which is coming in related to demands for the land, which this came this morning. Had no idea about this at all. It's a new reservoir in the fens, wanting to bring pipelines for our farm. This is to do with electric cables on some land, replacing poles, not wishing to pay any compensation for damage caused to the field, which is somewhat surprising. This is to do with park and ride. This stuff came yesterday. This is to do with the IDB wanting to dig out ditches across one of the farms and put all the spoil out across the growing crops. That came last night, just after about 10 to 6 last night, to say they wanted to put in a sewage main for another one of our farms. And then this came this week, which is the Sustainable Farming Incentive, the SFI, across 2 of the farms. Saturday we finished all the drilling, a huge relief. All the pea drilling and some grass we had to put in. That effectively put an end to the drilling, which we started in August. So that was started with the oilseed rape, went into the barley, went into the sort of winter oats. Then we had winter wheat. Then we got rained off. Then we tried to put wheat in November on the frost, and then beans. Coming then after Christmas, we had some spring barley to put in, and then we had to put some spring oats in, then the spring mustard, and then the spring peas. It's been a very long campaign. Chaps have worked very hard because, of course, they were always on alert. But of course, it might be we can go this week or this weekend, or that's the problem. There was no clear cut-off of when we could start and stop. So that's a great relief. Now it's going to be down to spraying and things taking us right through to harvest. So that's a great time. Now we can get ready for getting ready for harvest, get all the machinery ready.